In this video, I'm going to show you how to go to TeamViewer, download it, install it in your computer. I'm going to show you both the PC and the Mac, and how to use TeamViewer to connect remotely to another computer. So let's go to teamviewer.com, TeamViewer.com. Press enter. Somewhere in the homepage of TeamViewer, there should be a button that says download, download now, download for free. Just look for that big download button. So I'm going to go ahead and click on download. Then it'll probably ask you what type of computer you have, what format would you like to download in. Notice that they got Windows, Mac, all different types. So let's say, for example, I'm in a Windows PC. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Windows. And then somewhere in the bottom, there should be a big button that says download TeamViewer. So I'm going to go ahead and click on download TeamViewer. And depending on the browser that you're using, it's going to be downloaded into your downloads page. So in Google Chrome, which is what I'm using, here in the bottom, on the bottom left, notice that there's an icon for the downloaded TeamViewer. It says TeamViewer setup.exe. So all I have to do is click on that, and it will launch the TeamViewer installation program. So I'm going to go ahead and double click on that. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize the TeamViewer website because I don't need that anymore. And then I'm going to pay attention to the window that popped up when I ran the installation of TeamViewer. So notice that there's a couple options here: default installation, custom installation, and run only. So depending on what you're trying to do, you're going to be somewhere between default installation and run only. I like to install it and just have it permanently installed on the computer, because you can actually download a free non-commercial personal use license. So I'm going to click on default installation and then personal non-commercial use, and then I'll click on accept and finish. And depending on your security settings, it might say, hey, are you sure you want this software to make a change into your computer to install in your computer? And at this point you have to decide and say yes. So once the installation is complete, it should, sometimes it pops up the TeamViewer website. So you probably want to close that because we don't need that anymore. And there should be an icon in your desktop that says TeamViewer. It's blue with 2 arrows, and it says TeamViewer. So you double click on that icon, and then this window will pop up. So what this window is telling you is, this is your ID. So your ID is the one that you're going to give to the person that's going to connect to your computer. So whoever's going to connect to this computer where I installed TeamViewer needs to know this ID, and they also need to know this password. Now this area where it says partner ID, this is what you use to connect to someone else's computer. So I'm actually going to show you in my Mac. I'm going to install TeamViewer in my Mac, and then I'm going to show you the installation process and show you how I can install. I can actually, from the PC, log into the Mac, so you can get an idea how this actually works cross-platform. So we're definitely going to be on this remote control option. And again, your ID is the one that you give to someone else that's going to connect to your computer. And then partner ID, that's when somebody else's computer has TeamViewer, and they're going to give you their ID, and you're going to put it in there so you can connect remotely. So let me switch over to a Mac to kind of show you this process on the Mac. So I'm on the Mac, and I'm going to go to TeamViewer.com, and it looks similar. It should look similar anyway. So there's a big download button, so I'm going to go ahead and click on download. And once I click download, it should have detected that I'm on a Mac. If there's something that says accept cookie, just click accept cookie, so that goes away. So right now it's on their Mac, so I'm going to scroll down somewhere to the big green download TeamViewer button. So I'll go ahead and click on download TeamViewer. And then right here in the bottom, because I'm using Google Chrome, it should be downloading in there. So I'll click on that, on the downloaded icon, and it says opening TeamViewer. So we'll wait to see what happens there. And then this window pops up. Let me go ahead and close the TeamViewer browser because I don't need that anymore. And then just focus on the TeamViewer window that popped up. So now there's a button that says install TeamViewer. So I got to double click on that. And this window pops up, and then I'm going to click on continue. Then there's an end user agreement. You should always read these things before you agree. I know. Then we'll hit continue. Then I'll click I agree. Then it's telling you I'm going to install it somewhere in your hard drive. At this point, if you know what you're doing, you can choose a different hard drive to install it to, but you could just leave it. And then we'll click on install. And then I'm going to put the password of the computer, because with a Mac, you need to make sure that the admin password is being entered every time you install a new software. Okay, so once the installation process is done, you hit on close. And then it tells you, would you like to move TeamViewer installer to the trash? That's okay. So I click on move to trash, and I'm good. Now I had to switch screens for a second to show you, because I have two screens. But down here in the bar in the bottom where all the icons are in the dock, you should now see the TeamViewer icon there. So you can click on that to launch it. And now this is what the TeamViewer icon looks like, right? I mean, the TeamViewer screen looks like. It should look just like the PC side. You got the allow remote control, and then you got the control remote computer. So again, I'm going to give this number to someone else who's going to log into the computer, and then on their partner ID, I'm going to put somebody else's number if I want to log into their computer. Now, one really important thing, if you're installing it on a Mac, you need to make sure that you tell that Mac that you're going to allow TeamViewer to have someone else log into the computer. This is a security setting that you have to set. If you don't set it, the person that connects cannot control your computer. So to do that, we're going to click on the Apple menu on the top left, and then we're going to click on System Preferences. Then we're going to click on Security and Privacy, and then we're going to go into the Privacy tab on the top, and then we're going to click on Accessibility, and then we have to click on this little lock here to be able to make changes. We'll click on that lock, then put our password. And then once you unlocked it, under Accessibility, you now need to go search for the TeamViewer icon. And there's two of them, TeamViewer and TeamViewer Desktop. And you have to make sure that you add check marks. So you add check marks to each one, and then close it. That way, TeamViewer can now allow somebody else to control the computer. So let me show you what that looks like. So let me show you. I'm going to use my PC to log in to my Mac via TeamViewer, so you can kind of see that dynamic. So I'm going to go ahead and enter the partner ID that was on that is on the Mac, on the Mac's TeamViewer. So I'm going to enter that number in there. And then once I enter the partner ID, I'll go ahead and click on connect. Then it's going to ask me for the password. Again, this is from the side of the person connecting remotely. If you are waiting for somebody else to connect to your computer, you don't have to do any of this part. All you have to do is give people your ID and your password, and they'll be good to go to connect with you. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and put the password of the other computer I'm connecting to. And then click on log on. And now you will see in my PC, I have a little window. Make it a little bit smaller here so you can see. I'll minimize the TeamViewer screen. So right now on my PC, I have this little window where I'm connected to the Mac remotely. So it's pretty cool. So I can control anything in that Mac remotely. See that? See how cool that is? And I'm actually literally controlling the Mac on the other side. Also, there's a little icon up here, which is the switch monitor icon. So if you're logged into a computer that has two monitors, you can toggle back and forth by clicking on that little button. So once you click on the little button, you can change the screens that you're logged in remotely to. And there's a couple of interesting things here. So here under actions, you can actually send a Control-Alt-Delete. So if you need to restart the computer or unlock it or something like that, you can see that. Under view here, you can switch the monitors. You can actually do dual monitor setup. You can change the scaling if you want it to go small, big, if you want it to go full screen. You can even change the resolution that you're working with. You can hide the wallpaper, show the cursor remote, switch to full screen. Under communicate, you can start, under communicate, it's pretty cool. You can start a little chat, you can do video, you can annotate. So I click on annotate here, and I can make little markings that the person's gonna see on the other side. So that's pretty neat as well. And then also under files and extras, you can do remote printing. You can transfer files between each other, and you can take screenshots. Let me go ahead and disconnect. And I'm no longer connected to that computer. So hopefully I give you a good idea how TeamViewer works. It's a great app. I love it. They're not paying me to make this video. I just do a lot of TeamViewer work. And sometimes my clients, I spend too much time explaining to my clients how to install it, how it works. So hopefully this video gives you a good run through of how it works from whichever side, whether you're a PC or Mac, or you're the one connecting or the one being connected to. I hope you like this video. Subscribe to the channel, hit like, add some comments below, ask some questions. Let me know what else would you like me to do related to TeamViewer. Thanks.